back to Linda's Pantry. So today we're gonna make a chicken and dumpling recipe shrunk down to size to feed me for a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 meals out of this. I've got a small, let's see, what size is this? This is a 2 quart. So we're gonna keep it to 2 quarts. And that's, you know, if you have 2 cups at a time, that's a pretty good, just a perfect amount for one person. So I've got a quart of my home canned chicken broth. And if you want me to bring you in close, let me know. Just hit that thumbs up button right now. Okay, this is a chicken bone broth that I did back in October. It's fantastic. So let me bring you in and I'll show you how easy this comes together. And I'm gonna make homemade dumplings. I've got home canned chicken, some celery that I have fresh. I've got 2 scallions, and I've got some fried carrots that are freeze-dried. So we're gonna put that in, and then I'll show you how I make the dumplings. It's super easy, and it's coming from my pantry. It's really not costing me anything. I already have this stuff, and I need to use it up. So let's come on in, and I'll show you. Okay, so now that we have our bone broth in there, I'm gonna go ahead and open my chicken. Let's open it where you can see. Nice seal, looks fantastic. And I'm putting the juice and the chunks of chicken all in there together. And I got chunks kind of lodged in here. But I part cook my chicken so it stays separated very well. It doesn't, you know, really go into a big molded piece of chicken. And the jars are nice, they're easy to wash. Where if you raw pack, the jars are harder to wash. I know a lot of people don't mind, but I do. So we've got our chicken in there with its stock, and now we're gonna put our celery. How easy is this? Our celery, our scallion, and our garlic, all in the pot at the same time. And give me that. Man down. And this is gonna be great. I'm gonna have soup tonight, chicken and dumplings tonight, and I'll have some for lunch tomorrow and possibly dinner for tomorrow night. So now I'm gonna add some cracked pepper. Oh, don't forget, we need our carrots. And I'm using Thrive carrots. I don't have any carrots fresh right now, and it'll cook a lot faster without fresh carrots anyway. So this is 1/3 of a cup of dehydrated or freeze-dried carrots from Thrive, and that should be plenty for this. Maybe a little more. I like carrots. Okay, and I could have used home canned carrots with the potatoes, but it would have started to become a larger serving than I want. And see, this is a 2 quart saucepan. We're not quite 2 quarts. It's gonna be perfect for one person to have dinner and leftovers. Okay, onto the stove we go, and I'll get to making the dumplings. Okay, so now we're ready to make the dumplings because the soup is already boiling. I need a heaping cup of, I never measure this, but I'm gonna measure it for you. A heaping cup of all-purpose flour, or the flour of your choice. I know some people have to use gluten-free. I'm okay with that if that's what you need to do. We want at least a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt. And then I need a 1/2 teaspoon of, actually, no, I want a whole teaspoon. No, a heaping 1/2 teaspoon. We'll stick with that. Okay. Probably like 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And I want a scant 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're gonna go ahead and whisk that all in so you mix in these dry ingredients. And, oh, it's gonna be good. Okay, I'm excited. I love chicken and dumplings. Now in this 12-ounce jar, I have 2.5 tablespoons of butter. Now this is Kerrygold butter, that's why it's so yellow. And the rest is filled with whole milk. And you could use less. I heated it up to melt the butter, and we may need to add more flour if we do, and we will. I'm gonna save some of this dough mixture to make more dumplings when I heat this back up. But I want to incorporate it nicely right now. And that gets you started. Okay, now, oh, it's gonna be good. Okay, get your flour back out and get some more flour. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a fork in here instead. And it's coming together, not too bad. So you'll end up with about 2 cups of flour before it's said and done, okay, incorporated in this. And the reason I do the mixture like I did in the beginning, because I want that butter and everything really well distributed throughout. And now I've got the mixture that I want right there. Right there. And I do drop dumplings, so you could add more flour and do a roll it out and do a dumpling like that if you wanted, but I'm gonna do drop dumplings just because I really like them and it's easier, and that's who I am. So there you go. Okay, that's about all the flour, and that was about 2 cups, and oh, it's gonna be so good. So I need a lid because when I do the drop dumplings, I go ahead and put the lid on the soup pot, and we'll get to cooking it. Let's go over to the stove. Okay, now that these have simmered for 10 minutes, what I do is I go in here and look at these. Oh, I go in and I'll take a spoon, put a dumpling in a spoon, and just break it in half with the fork and see what you have. And the inside, oh yeah, will look like a biscuit, like the inside of a soft, pillowy biscuit. I better taste it and see what happened. Yum. Oh my gosh, they're so good and buttery. Okay, let me go over and dish up a bowl and then I'll give you a taste test. Okay, so I've got my plate ready, or my bowl ready, and this is a pretty small bowl. I'm not a huge eater, so we're gonna go ahead and dish up a bowl of chicken and dumplings from the pantry. Oh, and it looks and smells amazing. And then I'm gonna have to take pictures and go ahead and let it cool down because it's hot lava right now. I'm just gonna tell you. So I need one more scoop. Here we go. Little dumplings, chicken. See how nice that chicken stays together? Let's put one little dumpling on top for picture's sake. We don't need a big one, right? And then I'm gonna throw some salt or some pepper on here. No salt, just black pepper. I love black pepper. And we'll let this cool down while I go ahead and admire this chicken and dumplings. And I'll bring you back for a taste test. So guys, I hope it inspires you to go ahead and try this. It's super easy. It comes right out of the pantry, and you could use, if you had store-bought canned chicken, you could use that too. It's kind of shredded. It doesn't really stay together very well, but it's totally doable. And you could use freeze-dried celery, dehydrated celery. I happen to have a couple of ribs that were fresh, so I wanted to use them up but the carrots coming from the freeze-dried, this is so good. It's very comforting, and I hope you try it. I really hope that you go ahead and come back to my channel, and if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe right now. Hit that like button. Tell me your favorite recipe for chicken and dumplings, and if you're a fan or not. Some people aren't, but do you put vegetables in it or not? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, go down below, and I have my Thrive link. The Black Friday sale starts the 22nd. For anybody that wants to start stocking up, go ahead and go over to my website. You can look at anything and sign up for free. But if you are interested in no waste, no chopping, none of that nonsense, Thrive is a perfect product. All right, guys. I can't wait to see you next time for another delicious recipe and or, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a channel update because I think I'm due for a channel update for you guys.